Hi, my name's Tommy. I'll be your personal trainer today. So today I'm going to take you through a posture analysis and some FMS tests, two of which the functional movement screening is going to be determining your asymmetries or muscle imbalances. The two tests that we're going to go through are your rotary stability and deep squat. Do you have any questions?
No.
Are you ready to move forward?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so today we're going to do a posture analysis. This is just to check if you have any imbalances or asymmetries in your body. So what I'm going to have you do is stand on this plumb line in the center. That's going to give me a good indication on if you have any imbalances this way, so I have a great view of it. So the first thing, I'm going to check different landmarks on your body. Is it okay if I touch you at any point?
Yep.
So the first, we're going to have you face the fireplace over here. You're going to stay in the middle, so just upon an initial look, everything seems to be in line. So starting at your ankles are in line, your knees are in line, your hip joints, is it okay if I palpate?
Yep.
Hips are neutral, your pelvis, again, is neutral. Your low thoracic spine is neutral. Your lumbar spine is neutral. Your upper thoracic is good. And your cervical seems to be fine. And your head is in line. So the next, I'm going to have you facing me. Again, if you would just take a little, yep, you're right in line. So again, starting at the feet, your feet tend to evert a little bit, but that's okay. Both of them seem to do that. Your knees are neutral. Your pelvis, is it okay if I?
Yep.
Your pelvis is neutral. Your rib cage, is it okay?
Yep.
It's even, so it's neutral. Your shoulders are neutral. And your head is facing forward, so that's neutral again. So the last view we're going to do is I'm going to have you face the wall or the plumb line. So again, starting at the feet, have a little bit of eversion on both feet. That's fine. Your femurs seem to be neutral. Your pelvis is even, so it's neutral. Your scapula might have a little bit of winging in your right side. So you have a little bit of, a little bit of winging in your right side. Your humeri are neutral. So I'm just going to feel your spine. So from your lumbar to your cervical spine, they're all neutral. So if you want to face me. So you have a little bit of imbalances, but that's okay. There's some exercises that we can perform that'll help you get back to neutral on everything. Other than that, good job. So the test we're going to perform is called the rotor stability test. This is going to test your core stability while also moving your limbs at the same time. This is going to be for motor unit stability. So what I'm going to have you do is come over the board. Your knees are going to touch the board at the same time, always touching. Your hands are going to touch at the same time. And what I'm going to ask you to do is move your left arm out and your left leg out at the same time, fully extended above your head and below your waist. So if you want to go on. Good, make sure your hands and knees are touching the board. So I'm going to ask you to extend your arm out and your leg out at the same time. Okay, so because you shifted a little bit, you weren't keeping a neutral spine, I'm gonna have to ask you to do the opposite. So you're gonna do your left arm and your right leg fully extend out. Make sure your hips are stable. Good. Now bring your knee to your elbow inside. Good. Now fully extend out and place them down on the ground. Good. And we're gonna do the opposite side. And bring in knee to elbow, extend out, and place it down. Good. So because you weren't able to do the same side, and you were able to do the second one, I'm going to score you a number 2. And that's a good score. The first one is very difficult to do, so good job. So today we're going to do the deep squat test. This is going to be for full movement pattern. What I'm going to have you do is take the pole above your head, and you're going to squat as deep as possible while keeping your core tight, your chest forward, your head forward. And I'm going to try and see if you can get your thighs below parallel or parallel. So what you're going to do is put the bar right overhead, get into your squat position, make sure your core is tight, and whenever you're ready. Good, now come up. So because the bar leaned a little bit further, that's okay. I'm gonna have you put your heels on top of the board. Maybe clean up the movement a little bit. You're gonna put the bar directly over your head, and you're gonna squat down. Good, and come up. And good. So your thighs came deeper than parallel, which is great. So because you weren't able to do that the first time, but the second time you were, I'm going to score you a 2, which is great.
Perfect.
So today we went through some postural analysis and some FMS screening. So great job on the day. I just noticed some scapular winging on your right side. So what we're going to do is some scapular mobility and some strengthening to help get that back more in line. You also had some everting on your feet. So what we can do is some ankle mobility stuff, some inverting on the band, and just help to get that more in line. So the next tests we did were the rotary stability. You scored a 2 on it, which is great. Number 3, it's pretty difficult. Not many people can do it. To improve that, we can work on your stability in your core. We can do some bird dogs, some dead bugs, some planks, just to isolate the core and help get it stable. The next thing we did was the deep squat test, which you scored a 2 again, which again is really good. Just the overall, what I noticed was it was probably your ankle. So what we can do is work on some ankle mobility stuff to strengthen your ankle to help you get a little bit deeper in the squat. Also some shoulder mobility, because I noticed the bar was coming up a little bit further. So again, we just do some shoulder mobility, whether that's external rotation, internal rotation, some overhead stuff, just to strengthen those joints. So other than that, good job today.
Thank you.